to run, they just come back and extend back to this 14.
You know, that defensive pressure, they just aren't allowing, and they're making Gate City pay when they create a turnover. So,
as Fulton has a block of her own on Frazier, as Bailey Frazier went up for a layup and knocks it out of bounds, so it'll be Ridgeview ball again.
49-35, 6:06 left as Gate City does inbound the ball. As that's going to be a jump ball. Third jump ball of the night. And Gate City will inbound the ball. They'll get possession here. As Thompson will inbound. She gets it to Pendleton. Here comes Gate City. They do get it over the timeline to Sam Gerald. Gerald's got the ball up top. She tries to drive. She's at the top of the key. She's over to Kendall Quillen. Passes over to Sarah Thompson. Thompson drives. Smiths over to Fulham. Fulham goes all the way on the baseline. Lays it up, and it's no good. Missed shot inside. As here comes Ridgeview wanting to run. Locking to run. Laid it in on the run. Again, that's going to be 32. Shylin Sutherland. Again, she's got 6, and it's a 51-35 game. Timeout. Gate City. And that's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them and come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Christina Kilgore-Wiggs of A-Team Real Estate Professionals has a simple philosophy. Clients come first. She fights for her clients' best interest and will pledge to stay in constant communication with them throughout the entire buying or selling process. And she doesn't measure her success through achievements or awards, but through the satisfaction of her clients. So give her a call today at 423-360-0092. Again, that's 423-360-0092. Christina Kilgore-Wiggs of A-Team Real Estate Professionals.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
And we're back here. 5:26 left in the ball game. 51-35. Gate City not able to cut into that 13-point lead. Again, it's back up to 16. Chris, Gate City's got to hit some big shots.
Yeah, and it's got to come right now, starting this possession with just about 5 minutes to go. And errant pass from Gerald to Pendleton goes out of bounds, so Ridgeview take it over. So never mind what I was about to say.
On the next possession, we'll start. So
it's got to start on the next possession.
It's got to start in this defense because this is the day. We're way in the danger zone. Again, if they can push this to a 20-point lead, I don't think that we can overcome it. But anyway, all the way goes down. That's going to be Brooklyn Frazier puts it up. Fulton all the shot, and she does get the rebound.
Fulton's 14th rebound of the game.
Fulton kicks it up there, knocked out of bounds by Ridgeview once again. So here comes Gate City to inbound. Kate Pendleton.
I would have to go back and look at some of our past stats, but this may be the defensive game of the season for Fulton.
I think against Battle with the 5 blocks, maybe the only thing that topped it. Ashton Gibson in the game, misses the shot though. Great. Kendall Quillen throws up a shot that almost hits the ceiling and goes through.
It came down and hit the top of the backboard and then went straight through. It did not go behind the backboard, so the basket does count. As Ridgeview responds with Sutherland coming in again. She's made an immediate impact. That she picks up her 6 points of this quarter.
And a scrum for the ball as they're on the court. I don't actually understand how you can call a timeout without possession of the ball.
I was kind of actually wondering the same thing. Quillen dove for the ball. I couldn't tell who that was for Ridgeview, dove for the ball. And while they were both in the air, Ridgeview's coach called for a timeout. So the referees give it to him, so I'm assuming it's going to be Ridgeview ball when we come back out of this 30-second timeout.
So 4:11 left here in the ball game, 53-37. again, want to appreciate everybody out there listening to us. Thank you for making us a part, again, of your Friday evening. Chris, what do you got in terms of stat-wise? What's a couple things maybe jumps out to you as we get close down to the end of the game?
Well, one thing that jumps out to me in a negative way is Sarah Thompson has yet to score this quarter. Ridgeview has effectively shut her down. And I just said just a few minutes ago, Jaden Fullen, 2 big blocks, 14 rebounds, and a steal. She's had quite a defensive game. I'm really proud of her effort tonight.
You know, and also one thing that maybe it's not a big issue, especially with the defensive pressure of Ridgeview, but they're out of sorts with their rotation without Riley Housewright being inserted. You know, giving Fullen a little bit of a breather, and again looking maybe a little more fresh.
Fullen's played most of the game, and she's made the most of it on defense.
So again, inbound pass, in and up and good. Bailey Frazier, 55-37. It's extended to an 18-point advantage. It's the biggest lead of the night for Ridgeview.
Not to mention the fact Fullen just picked up her 10th point on free throw a minute ago, so she's got her double-double tonight.
As finally Thompson lays one in, hit every part of the rim to get it in there, but you know, the other night, you know, how many of those rimmed out that she missed. That one finally good to see that went in. 55-39. Gate City in desperation mode as Kendall Quillen's out and trying to create a turnover. Good pass over to the corner, though, Ridgeview. And it's going to be a foul, though. It's going to be on Kendall Quillen. That's going to be her.
It's going to be 4 on Kendall. 3 minutes to go in the game. Play it out.
55-39.
Or Mara Mullins could check in for her, one or the other.
Of course, I think she got an elbow to the stomach area.
To the solar plexus.
That too. Anatomy, kinesiology, being taught by Chris Carr. Not only are you getting information about basketball, you're getting science by Mr. Carr. All right, so missed the rebound, missed the free throw, as Gate City does get the rebound, and here comes Gate City. Mara Mullins passes across. She's got it to Pendleton. Pendleton, she had a 3. She did pass it up, though. Ashton Gibson's got the ball, and she kicks it up top to Sarah Thompson, who drives all the way in, lays it up, and it's good. 41 now for the Lady Devils. It's 55-41.
Back to that 14-point margin. I'm interested to see if Ridgeview turns it up again here to prove my hypothesis.
Ooh, another science. Nice. All right. Brooklyn Frazier's got the ball. She takes it inside, though. However, rebounded by Mara Mullins. Here comes Gate City with another unforced turnover. Here comes Ridgeview now with the ball. Lays it up, no good. Missed and rebound by Kate Pendleton. Pendleton's got it to Mara Mullins, who kicks it up to Ashton Gibson. Gibson's got the ball. She pulls it up from 2. About 10 feet. Good shot. And it's down to 12. 2:29 left here in the fourth quarter. It's a 12-point advantage for the Lady Wolfpack. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. It's going to be a 30-second. So 2:29 left. Chris, it's down to 12, but it's not been any closer than that since the first quarter.
It seems, though, almost as if Gate City's starting to get a little momentum here. I know that sounds like I'm trying to come up with something broadcasting-wise, but it really does feel that way. Gate City's kind of gotten a little bit of mojo going here. Now, it could be that Ridgeview's kind of having a letdown, like we've talked about the Gate City boys having when they get a big lead. But Gate City's hanging around in this game.
Again, looking to inbound will be Nicole Counts. She does have it in. It's to Bailey Frazier, and it's back over 2 counts. Gate City out of that full court press. They're back into their man-to-man half court as Gate City is in, trying to defend it again. Thompson almost with the steal, and it's back to Ridgeview again. They're looking to work some clock. They're giving them a lot of space, and
Gate City's going to have to start fouling, I'm afraid.
As there's
Mara can steal it.
Kicks it up top, though. Throws it back in, too far, not a good pass, as there's another turnover by Gate City, who Ridgeview throws in the backcourt. Wow.
I think Ridgeview's coach realizes he got away with one there. Ridgeview was called. They had a backcourt, and Ridgeview's coach called a timeout when the ball was still in the backcourt. Nobody had the ball at the time, and the referees gave him the timeout. He quickly called all the Ridgeview girls over to start the timeout. I think he realized that maybe he snookered the referees there a little bit.
I hate to be too impartial, but that's a terrible call. I mean, that's one that reminds me of, when Gate City boys were playing the Dobbs Bennett Indians at the Arby's.
It was kind of along those lines, I'll have to admit that, yes.
No,
to use your line, that definitely was all ball because no one was around it.
It was.
And they gave him the timeout.
There was nobody around. There was nobody within 5 feet of it. I don't see how you can have possession like that. But, the winners tell jokes and the losers say shut up and deal. 55-43, 148 left. That one's that's Thompson with a great steal. She does go up and puts it up, no good. But again, the steal, and they do at least get to the free throw line.
And that's going to be Bailey Frazier's third foul.
Frazier with the foul puts Thompson on the line, able to score with the clock stopped. 1:44 left. It's a 12-point lead, and it remains a 12-point lead. Chris, there's that psychological barrier almost. We can't cut it to within 12.
That was Thompson's first miss of the night from free throws.
As Housewright continues to talk to the referees, as that's the first time it's been this close since the first quarter. As here comes Bailey Frazier. She's got the ball, and she inbounds.
There's another backcourt that the officials did not call, and it was right in front of one of them. Forward with a steal, passes down to Thompson. Thompson drives in, layup, no good. Rebound by Pendleton. Shot no good. Rebounded by Ridgeview.
Wow,
and they're calling a foul, looks like on Pendleton.
Want to call that one on Sarah Thompson. Going to be the foul.
Well, that gives Thompson 4 then.
What a series of as the Netflix series, the series of unfortunate events.
That's twice Ridgeview's had a backcourt and referees have not called it, and one was right in front of the play as it happened. I have no idea why they would not have called that. She was being pressured, I believe it was by Thompson, and just stepped across the line. She stepped backwards across the line.
Frazier misses the first. It's an 11-point lead, 55-44, 1:22 left. This place is getting ready to explode. Frazier does make the second. Here comes Gate City. Thompson's got the ball. She inbound. She just kicks the inside of Fulham. Fulham puts it up. And Fulham's it in. It's down to 10 now. As there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many seconds do they want?
Well, long enough to call a timeout there. So 1:08 to go. It is Ridgeview 56, Gate City 46.
As they're going to call a full timeout.
Full timeout.
We'll take it with them. Come right back. You're listening. And we'll have the conclusion of the game. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Proudly representing Southwest Virginia in the House of Delegates for the last 24 years, Terry Kilgore continues to strive and work hard for others. Just like our Gate City Blue Devils proudly represents our school, our town, and community. Delegate Kilgore, a proud Gate City alumni himself, wants to thank the residents of the 1st District for their trust and support over the years as he's continued to voice our needs and concerns in Richmond to make our region a tremendous place to live and work. And on behalf of Delegate Kilgore and his family and staff, they say, go Big Blue.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
Well, great news for Gate City. There's no more timeouts that can be called off
randomly with no possession.
Off of those mystery calls. So,
Joe, have you noticed when it's you and I calling a game, the weirdest stuff seems to happen?
Yes, and if you like that, folks, we'll be here not only for tonight's game, we'll be back here tomorrow night as Science Hill, Chris Carr's favorite team, comes to town.
Oh, that reminds me, we do have another game tonight, don't we?
Yep, indeed. So inbound pass is going to Ridgeview. They've got the ball.